All right. We are officially live, Archive Live with INDIE.INDIGO. How are you this evening?
I'm good. I'm whelmed, not over or under, just whelmed. You feel smooth right now, and yourself.
That's funny. Just enough whelm as well. Not over, not under. Just enough whelm.
I knew you'd get it. I am.
That's so funny. Okay, so for those of for those that are tuning in or are gonna watch later that do not know who you are, give us a rundown of who you are as an artist. The genre of music that you make. Tell us, where you're from originally. Tell us everything. Give us the lowdown.
All right. Well, my name is Indie Indigo. I like sherbet, long walks on the beach. I'm a music artist. I dabble in clothes. I try to produce. I made one beat. Um, I'm from Northdale, Upper Tampa, Florida. I'm from Tampa, Florida. Homegrown. The genre that I make, I guess I could just say hip hop is the overall, but I dabble in like pop music, a little bit of R&B. We have some dance hall in there. Um, I don't have any country music that anybody's heard, but I do have it. I do have it. I don't play the bagpipes or nothing like that, so I that's all I can get for you. Yeah.
That's funny. Is that the beat that you made? Is it some country?
Eesh, see, I can't even let that type of information go. I can't even let that type of information go. But imagine though, it's just folk pop. You never know.
That's funny. I do feel like there's a lot of crossover between hip hop and country now. You might be in your bag.
There's a little twang in the vocal, so it could go that way. I'm totally laughing around, but I'm not joking.
That's so funny. Next thing you know, it's a fusion artist. That's so
Ah,
funny.
see, she said what I was trying to say in a couple words. Yeah, I was a long-winded way.
It's all right. We want everyone to know you are in every lane. So you're fine. Give us everything. So, tell us when you started making music. When did you first show an interest? Did it start with rapping? For some people it starts with like poetry and then they kind of get into hip hop. How about you? What was your start?
I think it was different than most people. I talked to some of my friends, and their parents could tell me like he was beating on drums and stuff as a kid. I didn't really have that. I had a cousin, JMO, shout out, who was making music, and I was just good at talking. I was kind of funny. I could group people up by just saying some stuff. And he, every summer or whenever we would hang out, we'd freestyle because that's what you do when you're like 9 years old. And somewhere around 14, he like, I'm gonna make this as dramatic as possible. He like turned the beat off and like turned around like, you got to take this shit serious, bro. You got to do. And it was the equivalent to like you just cook in your kitchen, but you have like a Michelin chef homeboy that's just like, nah, this is too good to be coming out of just an apartment. And it's like, wow, it made me have to start taking things more serious. So I think that was 14. Going into 15, I was like buying equipment, and it was majoritively for him to come over and just record, and we can hang out more. But the equipment being in my room made me start making music. So it was very, and I'm glad I don't have these recorded or documented, but it was very like meme music, I guess you would say now. It was stuff that I knew that was like ear catching, and I can always make a hook. And so people would listen to it because it was like, it had funny stuff in it. And then as time went on, I started caring and caring more. And I could always write. I was good in English.
Well, that's good. I'll be honest. I don't know how it was hard to be bad at English in school. Like it's literally just
You kind of just got to show up, but that's a lot for some. That's a lot. It's a lot for some.
Jesus. Okay, well, before we get into the next question, chat wants to know where are you right now? Is this your room or are you in a studio?
Oh, I'm in the good old. Oh, I thought it was gonna be on the screen. I'm on the good old Grand Bay. Make sure you guys
Okay.
tap in. Yeah, they got a little guitar in the back and whatnot,
That's
wherever that's
funny.
at.
That's funny. Yeah, shout out Grand Bay. We filmed a couple videos, but I don't know if we've been in that room before.
Yeah, this is that secret dungeon. You got to go upstairs, downstairs to get to this one.
Oh my god. Uptown, downtown. Anyway. So, tell us about your creative process when it comes to making music. I know you said that most of the equipment's just in your room. Do you just wake up and you're just like, you're inspired, you just go sit down and write some stuff? Or do you have it in a notepad? Like, what's your process when it comes to making music?
Honestly, I bought a slew of equipment my this past birthday or last year, and it started one after the other to like shit the bed on me. So I lost a lot of equipment.
Oh, shit.
But I have my phone. See, this is archive, so I can give you guys the real scoop. I have my phone, my trusty dusty phone, and I have BandLab. So a lot of times it's just scrolling through beats, hearing a beat, download it to BandLab, and rock out right then and there. And it's starting to get good enough to where I can show it to people. And until I go like, yeah, I made that on my phone, they're like, no, no way. That's the back to the analogy of like I'm making Michelin star shit in an apartment kitchen. So the people at Grand Bay, don't necessarily love that I'm not using their equipment, but once my little equipment went down one by one, and I just had my phone, and I just got these wired headphones, godly. That's my process. Wake up, make two, three songs until I get hungry.
Okay, all right. Well, I mean, kudos to you for still making shit shake. I'll be honest
That's
that
cool.
like once people are like, oh my, it broke. Like, okay, I give up. You know what I mean? Like, you
Mhm.
have the drive to still make it happen, regardless. So shout out to you for that because a lot of people don't have that. They just expect shit to
Yeah,
happen.
yeah. I cried, but then I got back to it. It's just something that it's not gonna stop. And rather it pile up. I just make this music on my phone, and like I said, it took some time, but it's starting to get audible. It doesn't sound like it's
Audible.
recorded off a potato.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Okay. All right then. So you say you wake up, you make music till you get hungry. I mean, what does a creative block look like for you? Is that where you just can't think of anything that rhymes? What is creative block? You can't come up with anything at all. You got to go take a walk. I know you said, did you say you like long walks on the beach?
Dude, I haven't been to the beach in a minute, but I still walk. I try, just not at the beach. But a creative block. Funny you ask. I felt like I was just in that maybe 2, 3 days ago, and it's like there's peaks and troughs, understandably, but it's a difference when you're just knocking out two, three, four songs at a time, and you're very impressed. I guess I know I'm in a creative block when I'm no longer impressed. It's cool to record and like I just did it in 30 minutes. Like it's just what happened right there. I know good songs can take multiple sessions, but when I make something and I'm just like, I'm ready to just turn this song off and come back to it, that's what a creative block looks like to me. I don't typically write anymore unless I'm just trying to get an idea. I don't really write like full songs. So in case I'm just trying to, unless I'm getting an idea and I'm just, okay, that does rhyme with this, there's a structure to it, I'm just freestyling everything or I'm punching in. And when the punches are making me like, really, who would say that? Like when I don't want to listen to it, when I'm not my biggest fan anymore, I just might close out the app, defeated.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, so
happens
what
to
does
the
it
best
take for
people.
what does it take for you to come back to it and be like, okay, maybe this wasn't that bad?
Sadly, you don't go back to it. That's how you know when you listen to it, and then there's a whole hook and a verse missing. You're like, you're listening to it with people. That's when you turn. Like, I guess that's all I had, and then you go to the next thing. But it's like a 30% chance or less that I'm gonna go back and
Dang.
finish it. It's really a in the moment type of like when does like LeBron plays a game, he can't go back to the game and be like, damn, I should have hit a step back on him right there. It's like you just play the next game better.
True that. I mean, but have you returned to the vault and made a hit ever?
That is a great question. Have I returned on my own personal? Um, wow. I want to say no. I want to say no so I can say yes to this side, which is we've definitely done a session. We've come back, or like, let's put this down and think about it, and then come back the next day or come back whenever we have a session again. And I go, scrap that first part. Let me do this again. That's happened. So,
Okay.
yes and no?
Okay. Okay.
6, 7.
All right. All right. All right. Well, tell us about the songs or projects that you are currently working on.
I had a super boom. After just like I feel like I got granted my creativity back after a big drought. So I made layers on layers on layers. I had to say the third layers. There's a project about Northdale and where I'm from. There's like a double album that I started working on. I guess not that many layers, it's those two.
You know, not a lot of people really rep Northdale. Why you go so hard for Northdale?
Because Northdale go hard for me. That's why I go hard for
Oh
Northdale.
my
Yeah.
god,
I'm glad
okay.
you asked. Matter of fact, I'm glad you asked. No, that's just where I'm from. What had happened was I grew up in Northdale. I never repped it. It was just kind of like an extension to Carrollwood to some people. And then I ended up moving. I moved to LA for a couple of months when I was like 19. And the stories that I would get calls from my friends and be like, "You won't believe this shit happened." It's like, no way that happened. So when I came back, I was like, dang, man, Northdale it might have just up ranked once I was gone. This really the Dale. And I started saying
Oh
that
my
so much, it just
god.
parties are just around or on my like Snapchat or my story. I had a friend call me who was working at the mall, and she was like, I just had a bunch of like 14, 15-year-old kids coming in here talking about they're from the Dale, and one of their friends wasn't from Northdale, and they were kind of like ostracizing him because he wasn't from Northdale. So I was like, dang, I might as well go ahead and get the tattoo and just be Mr. Northdale now. But I
Oh
threw it
my
on the back of like one of my
gosh.
vests. So when people see me, they're like, I know where that's at. It's like, yeah, it's a real magical, mythical place. I liken it to like Neverland or something, or wherever they went on the Yellow Brick Road. I forgot.
It's Northdale.
No, no, see, don't say it like that. See, nah, his, yeah, Indy North there. You know what time it is.
Not the Dale. Oh my
It is the
god,
Dale,
it's
all
popping
day.
over in the Dale.
It's,
That
you
is
heard it here
so.
first, people.
Oh
Clip
my
that, clip that, clip
gosh.
that.
That is so funny. I'm in Carrollwood so much, and it's just so. It's so white over there. I've never seen anything that could represent the Dale, but it's okay. Maybe I'm
See,
not
you're in the
hip.
wrong place. First of all, you said you're in Carrollwood. That's where I started tuning out. Northdale is a whole different thing. You have to know. You just don't get it. It's all right. It's cool.
Okay, yeah, I know. It's all right. I'm not part of the Dale. It's okay. Um, the chat wants to know: do you play basketball?
I've been known to hoop, as they say, but no, I don't play basketball. I'm more
Okay.
into music and stuff like that. What they trying to hoop? Somebody said they can dunk on me, or what's the chat talking?
Dang, I don't know if they said all
Or
that
what
now.
angle did they come at me for that? Yeah.
That's so funny. Okay, so since you're not athletic, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Oh,
Um, since music is your passion, not sports, what does success look like for you as an artist?
I recently had to like redesign that and redefine that. I used to think, I mean, of course, you come into it, like I didn't have the original upbringing of how people create music. So I just wanted like a Grammy because that's what you think you want. And you want like 10 million streams or something like that. Or you want your mom to be like, oh, my son made that song. But like one of my favorite songs ever is A Millie. And I don't listen to Lil Wayne's A Millie anymore. I think now success is the people that you really care about when they can point to something, when if it's not for me to brag, it's for them to brag. So I'm really into things like sync licensing right now. I
Okay.
would really like my family to be like, my son, yeah, he did the jingle, Liberty, Liberty, Liberty. That's him. But that's when you can't skip my song until it says skip ad, that's way more fire than you skipping past me to go to whatever Future just dropped. So the success of, yeah, would you want a Grammy? Of course, like if you play baseball, you want a championship, you want a ring, you want whatever. But I think those like those things that you can't remove, that bop 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 bop, that's forever. A milli is not forever anymore.
A
That's what I
milli
want.
is
That's what I like.
forever. A milli is forever. Are you sure it's not forever? I feel like a milli's forever now.
When's the last time you listened to a milli and don't look in your
Okay.
phone? When's the
N-
last time?
okay. It's been at least a decade. But I mean, it's so everyone knows it. Like that's gotta count for something.
True, true. Okay, now watch this. When's the last time you saw a Rooms to Go ad?
I don't know.
This
That wasn't.
decade. I'm already knowing. I'm already
Okay, all right,
knowing.
fine. Okay, it has been within the past 6 months. I would say at least, at least. That's
And could
so
you
funny.
skip the song?
No, I don't think I could. I don't think I could skip that.
I don't skip a milli either, but you see the you see the
Oh
hmm
my gosh. Okay, chat wants you to make us an archive jingle. We'll let you work on that. We'll
ready.
we'll hit we'll hit
Here we
you
go.
back up for that in a little bit.
Archive. That's just it.
That's it. That's
Yeah,
it.
no, I'll send that invoice. Don't worry, no. Don't worry. I'll
Oh
send
my
that invoice.
gosh. We need more than that now. We gonna pay. We gonna need more than that.
You'll be surprised. They will just go. People will be like, "Oh, that's the archive guy that said archive." Like, that's me.
That's our archive guy. That's hilarious. So honestly though, if you could pick any sort of show to have your music in, what would it be? Do you have a preference?
Give me a second. I'm gonna look over here and think. Hmm. Oh, I do have a good answer. Um, I just watched The Last of Us. Brilliant. I love like that sci-fi, so like a Black Mirror. Weirdly
Okay.
enough, I know there's like probably no hip hop songs in that. If not that, I want to get into like video games. I want my song to
Okay.
be in like 2K. I want it to be in
I
Grand
could
Theft
see
Auto
that.
when you,
Okay.
yeah, like the loading screen. I remember, man, that's so tough. Oh, got me
I
dreaming
could
now.
see I could see that. I could see that.
See, I am athletic on the game though. You feel me?
Yeah, that's I could see that more than
Black Mirror.
yeah, well, yeah, Black Mirror or also Rooms to Go. Man, that's okay.
No, no, I hate the rooms to go at. That's kind of why I brought it up.
That's
But
funny.
we're not here, I'm not here to bash this company.
They won't hear this.
Oh, damn. Okay. That's two. You get one more. It's good. You get this two.
So, what is a technique or skill that you are currently working on improving? How are you getting?
Man,
How are you
dropping music.
bettering yourself? Really? You don't feel like you're good at
Yeah,
that? You just hold on to everything?
feel like I'm terrible at dropping music, and it's I won't even hit you with an excuse. That's something that I'm getting better at.
Okay. What's stopping you? Do you feel like you need like a rollout for everything, or do you just overthink everything? What prevents you from dropping music?
I underthink it. I miss the SoundCloud days of like I made this song, I'm gonna put it out, and then I'm gonna throw it on the story, and then just work on the next one. I miss that. I just want to do that, and then not one person has told me, yeah, that's the way to do it. They're like, no, you need to set it up with a distributor and wait 4 weeks and then playlist it and get your cover. Make sure it's not just a screenshot of your phone right in this moment with the time and do these extra things. And that all just like weighs on me. It's like, I wish I could just drop this how I have it and get in your noodle about it. But I'm getting
Yeah.
better. I say that to say that's behind me.
Yeah, I do like the throwaway days, but I do also feel like if you spent a lot of time on a project, you gotta go through the motions. You gotta do everything. You gotta get it. You gotta get it right, man.
Yeah, yeah, that's a realization and a conversation I just had to have with myself. So, uh, it hurt, but yeah, it hurt to hear this too. But that's my sign. So that's what I'm getting better at.
That's funny. Chad said, "Drop some shit tonight, man."
If I could, I would, but I will. So let me get to it. Let me try something.
That's funny. Yeah. Stop holding yourself back. SoundCloud still works
Try
though.
something.
I mean, if you got some shit you just want to get off, SoundCloud still works.
You have the SoundCloud app on your phone?
And not on my phone.
That's why I'm not gonna put that on SoundCloud right now.
Not on my phone. No.
Who does? I deleted it for space to make more songs.
Yeah, that's my issue. I need more storage.
Yeah, that's what I should have led with, but just being transparent, it is dropping. I make music all the time. I even like I'll be blessed with a situation to have like 4 or 5 people around me, and I start playing stuff off this. I have this app Untitled, and it pretty much lets you make an album and sequence it and everything. and I'll have people around me and we're listening to stuff and they'll call somebody and then two more people will show up and I'm having like a little ear listening party, just a left ear listening party. And we're just sequencing through the album and they're giving me like notes and stuff. I think that's way cooler because it's
That's
like a
cool.
mini show. Like it's cool to have, 100 people listen to your song, but like when you have 10, 15 right in front of you, I don't know why, but that's that fuzzy feeling that you get from like your first 1,000 plays.
That's funny. That doesn't make you nervous?
Nah, I do this.
Okay, excuse me then. My man, excuse me then.
That big North there, yeah.
Oh my god, okay, here we go. Not the
I'm
Dale.
seeing the chat. Yeah, absolutely. To that last one. Thanks
That's
for that 10 gifted. Thanks for that 10 gifted. Archive listening party coming soon.
that's so funny. All right, so I mean, do you feel like your music reflects like your personal experiences, or do you feel like they come from like an alter ego? What is the Indigo alter ego?
Um, Another great question. I think I try to make music that I want to hear. That's kind of how I got into
Okay.
this. And I like to make songs, even when I have moments, even when I have songs or sounds that don't necessarily resonate with what I'm actually doing or living. I just want to hear that, and I don't have anybody that's making that style, or I don't want to go search for it. I can't help by like putting funny stuff in the bars. It'll be something murder, murder, kill, kill, and then it'll be like she gave me head Doug Dimmadome. It's like, damn, I can't stop myself from putting those in there. So even if there is a like Batman, it's like half a mask. So it's like you can't
That's so
indie.
funny.
Like you can kind of tell who it is. There's like a half alter ego. There's definitely rage songs. There's definitely murder kill music. I'm more likely to give you a hug probably, but uh, there is those songs. But then there's like a sprinkle of like, oh, you can still there's still me there.
Okay.
There's still this, and then yeah.
Thug from the Dale, huh?
See, she's upset about that. She didn't get the membership.
I'm
It's all
not
it's
gonna
all
let
cool.
it go. I'm not gonna let it go. I'm forever gonna
You
call
can
North
tell
Dale the
it's been
Dale.
forward to
I need to be, I gotta be jumped in now. I need to be part of the group.
everything. Yeah, no, we're jumping people in on the soccer field after at 8 a.m. sharp.
Oh my
It's still
god.
it's still burbs. It's still hella burbs. I don't know how would you yeah, what is a jump in equivalent? You have to go through town. You got to go through like a town meeting or something. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I'll pass. It's okay. Next time.
That's three.
So, when you are not creating music, um, you're not playing basketball or doing anything athletic. So, how are you spending your time? What do you like to do in your free time?
Um, what do I like to do? I love to make music. Oh,
Is that it? What
I
outside
love
of
singing.
that? Outside of music, is
Um,
music is your whole life?
no, I love to edit. What I've been doing recently, my wife, Big Mary, not the little.
Are you
My
for
wife and I go
real?
to like a Big Mary, not the little.
Is that real?
Yeah, I'm not married to myself. No, I really jumped the broom tight. But we
Congratulations.
go to
I can't tell if you're joking or not. I just assume everything you
no,
say is
no,
real.
no, no BS. I kind of been trolling a little too hard.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow. Look at
Thank you.
you.
Yeah, no, I have a whole other side of his life shit. Like Indiana is Indiana.
Okay, so that is
But
the
I
alter
go eat
ego.
food. Yeah, damn. Okay, you found me out. Shout out Miss North there. I gotta tell her that. That's actually very funny. That's very funny. She'd probably hate that, but I'm gonna still deem her that. Um, we go eat food, and then we'll go to a random place after. So we went and ate food, or before we went to Petco and just looked at hamsters.
Okay.
Kind of my hobby right now. Go do something off the wall. Try to look at the water.
Oh, okay, I'm back on. Okay, that's cute. So you just go look at hamsters. You don't have a hamster. You never bought one.
I'm not. I got commitment issues.
But you're married.
I know, right? No, I'm not buying a guinea pig now.
No, do you have a dog? A cat? Nothing? kids. That's the same thing, pets.
Close enough. No, no. I have one client and he's just hanging on.
Okay, all right. Maybe you don't need the pets or the kids then.
Oh yeah, probably not.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, I didn't know that. Yes, congratulations. Wow.
Thank you. Thank
Big
you.
moves, big moves. That's better than any album release.
Yeah, really. That was the rollout of the year. Now I'm getting back into music. I have to go through the checkpoint and then like, all right, I can get back to being indie.
Oh, well, that's cool. Um, so is there anything else that you want to share with us? Anything else that you are working on outside of music, whether that is the fashion brand? What can we expect from the line? What else you got? What you got popping?
Um, I'm a little afraid to start the fashion side of things just because I've always only made such a small sample size. Like I just really like doing it for me. I know that's not how you become an artist. I know that's not how you make a brand, but I really just like making it in-house. So to make 1,000 shirts, I don't think I necessarily want to go that route. But I'm into collaboration. So I had a small run in like modeling in Tampa. I would like to get back to that. I miss some of the people that I used to work with. I like the brands that I really like. I'd like to go ahead and start doing that again, maybe collabing. I don't want to really like give away ideas, but yeah, just collaborating with people. I think that's more fun than me trying to, I don't know. Then again, I'll watch this back and be like, so stupid if you would have just started it that day instead of 6 months later. So let me listen to my future self and shut up.
All right, cool. Well, to wrap it up, are there any artists that you would recommend to be featured on our artist index? Who are you fucking with right now? What artists that you're listening to? Those brands that you said that you liked? Who are you
Oh,
fucking with?
okay. Well, I gotta go Polex. Polex is fire. I love them. My guys over at Reach, Advancer. Now that I'm thinking, Cowboy. Um, what is that brand? Art Can't Die, 0%. I love them. Um, and everybody else. I won't leave anybody off the table, but those are the you saw how I did that. But those are the ones that like really have caught my eye. I'm like, oh, okay, I like what they're doing. And everything else. Some people sometimes I haven't asked, like, hey, what are you wearing? I just seen it and know what it is. Those are the ones I can recall, and those are the ones I really like. And as for artists, I mean, you already know my people. You guys are familiar with Pusha Preem. Um, who could I say? Leo Waters, great
Okay.
artist. I think you guys should bring him through. If you haven't done a Little Fancy, if you haven't done a Taylor Moon, um, Quentin Cambridge, another great
Sweet.
close collaborator. My
Okay.
producer, Zach Mabry.
Okay. All right. You gave us a handful to work with.
The people love me. I love the people, you know?
Okay.
Oh, thank you. I'm proud of you too.
No, it's sad. Okay, well then that is a wrap. Go ahead and tell people where they can find you online. Shameless plugs. Go.
Hey man, it's your boy INDIE.INDIGO, and you are watching Archive. Um, always remember, man, you can find me everywhere. INDIEINDIGO on just about everything. Some of them have an underscore, but you'll find me where you find me. I look like this. And just remember, man, everybody wants to turn their swag on, but first you gotta hop out the bed.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah, yeah, like that. Northdale.
All right, all right. We're going to tap in for our jingle.
Yeah, yeah. Come through, do the jingle, and we'll film something in Northdale.
Oh,
Two
all
for.
right, all right. Sounds good. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. I love this
Have-
platform. I don't know how I keep getting this close to you guys, but I love it. Got
Stop.
it.
We love you too. Have a good night. Talk to you
All right, same
later.
to you guys. Peace. Peace and
Bye.
love to all of y'all. Big hug. Come on, All right,
Bye.
barely.
Then she gonna whisper to a friend like, little friend, look at me like he show is. If I hit a hiccup in the middle, keep going. Try and get it till I get it, that show biz. Ain't no intermission on a mission, keep focused. 20